Why is the present moment so crucial for manifesting? Present moment is it's our awareness. It's our awareness to what's going on around us, what's going on within us. And a lot of us, we try to escape the present moment. That's why we want so many different things. That's why we're always trying to do something else. That's why we're always chasing something. And it's okay to chase, right? We're human. That's what we do. But by being present and being aware, then you can truly be in your presence. And a lot of us don't like being in our presence. That's why we're always chasing something. And why is that though? Like, why don't we like being present? Like, I can tell you right here from the gate, I do that shit all the time. I'm constantly looking at something, researching something. My brain is like all over the place. And I'll tell you why that is. That's because it's very difficult for me, for instance, to be present. And I know that's a big deal because when it's hard for you to be in the present moment, it means you're trying to escape from something. That means you're not truly happy where you're at, or else you would truly be in the present moment and be like, oh, it's such a great day. Like, what an awesome day today. What do I want to do today? And the thing is with manifesting is it can help you be put more present. With manifesting, you have to know what you want to manifest. Doesn't mean you're not going to automatically manifest things. You will, because that is your subconscious. So whether your subconscious works is it's a program. You got so many programs in your brain from childhood, from media, from teachers, from friends, from your parents. Every day, nonstop, anything that you consume, it's all programming your mind. And when you got so much of that stuff in your mind, it's hard for you to focus on manifesting. And with manifesting, you have to focus like a laser beam. And in order to do that, you have to be truly in the present moment. If you're not truly in the present moment, you cannot think and focus like a laser beam on what you want. So what I want you guys to do every day, just do 10 minutes a day. Just when you wake up, write down 10 things you're grateful for. Just focus on 10 things that you're grateful for right now, because that helps put you in the present. Because in order to be in the moment, you have to think. And if I'm putting you in a thinking mind and you're like, what am I grateful for? If you ask yourself that, then you have to find things. That's what your brain does. You have to find things that you're actually grateful for, that most of the day that we don't even think about, because we're so in reactionary mode, or we're in such survival mode. We're so focused on other things around us, it's hard for us to just sit for a minute and write down what are 10 things that I'm grateful for. And it's a habit. You have to build a habit like that. Like, for instance, every day, write down 10 things that you are grateful for. And another way is scripting. So if you also wake up, or at any point in time during your day when you have time, is write the way you want your day to work. What do you want to happen today? Just think about some crazy shit that you'd be like, oh my God, if this happens right now, I would lose my stuff. Like, I could not believe, like, that would be crazy. Because so many of our day, we're living unconscious that we're not aware. But once I'm putting awareness, you're putting awareness by sitting and thinking, then you're starting to pretty much live lucid, almost like a lucid dream. Because now you're like, oh, I'm aware of this. I never thought about this. Let me write down how I want my day to go, who I want to run into. Maybe I'll make more money today. Maybe someone will give me a tip today. Maybe I'll get my dream job today. Maybe I will get a check in the mail today. And that's because you're just focusing, just a little bit of focus, 10 minutes a day on what you're grateful for, and then scripting, writing out what you want to happen today. And when you start writing that stuff out, you'll start feeling it at some point. You might not feel it right away, but you will feel it at some point. Because remember, everything that we believe right now, we didn't believe at once. We had to tell people, we had to have it shoved down our throats. We had to be convinced of things, and then we had to We had to perceive those things, and we had to go through those things. And then those things became our life. Those things became our reality. And then we just built upon those things based off what we knew and what we were aware of. So what I'm telling you now is just be more aware, more optimistic, and more aware of the fact that you're actually controlling your reality almost like a lucid dream, but you just need to be present for this. And when you're present, you can be happier, because if you're present, then you can look around you and be like, life isn't as bad as it seems sometimes. It's not as bad as I think it is. Look at all the positive things around you. There's always going to be something positive. As much as there's negative around you, there's always something positive. It's the law of polarity. Where there's positive, there will also be negative. So why are you focused on the negative when you can focus on the positive? Now, I'm not going to say you're not going to go through some hell. Yeah, we go through hell and back. That's life. That's what you're learning. That's what it's here for. You're here to learn. And part of the learning is, me telling you right here that being present moment and listening to videos like this will help you get ahead and help you be truly at peace and truly understand that you create your own reality and how you can start focusing on what you want to do with your life. I remember when I had a substance abuse problem. I had it for 6 years. I never thought it would go away. I thought that was just it. That was life. And that was also because I was never present. I was always not in the present moment. I was always focusing on something else. I was just, all I wanted to do was go to work, do my substances, go home, do my substances. It was just a circle. It was a circle for 6 years. That's all I did. That's all I did, because that's how I thought life worked. I thought that was just life. No one told me anything different. As far as I'm aware of, maybe I was just stubborn, because I do get stubborn. But that was just life for 7 years. And I just thought, life sucked and that's what's going to happen, until I had someone tell me about the law of attraction and how my thoughts create reality and how my thoughts become things, and that I am powerful. I can also create my reality, and the universe helps me create my own reality. And in order for me to understand that, though, I had to be in the present moment. I had to presently understand what this guy was telling me. And then I had to consciously focus every day, consciously. That's why it's hard for us. It's hard for us to go down every day, write down 10 things we're grateful for. It's hard for us to consciously, every single day, think of, how do I want my day to go? Or how do I want my week? How do I want my month? Because the thing is, we've been played certain hands so many times that things have gotten awry for us so many times that it's hard for us to believe that anymore. We just think it's a fairy tale, and we're just think, well, that's not life. And that's what I thought before I knew all this stuff with, law of attraction and how your thoughts create things, and, being in the present moment is truly how you actually create, because in reality, we're just living a lucid dream. But it just seems more solid than normal because of our programming. But the second you're more present, then you can be like, okay, where am I now? And where do I want to go? A lot of people, they think about their past too much. So the problem with our past is we've created our entire who we are as a person based off our past. And then we bring that past into the present, and then we're presently aware of it, right? But then we continue to think about that. And so that's why it's like, you literally create the present and the future by the memories of the past. We're constantly creating from the memories of the past. Just because something happened a certain way 5 years ago does not mean that same thing has to happen the same way today. The belief system is a thought that you thought long enough to accept as reality. That is your belief. That is a belief. So when you start thinking in the present of all the things bad that happened in the past, you can pick and choose what you want to believe. And you can pick and choose and say, today is going to be a good day. Today is a different day. Today I choose to have better days. It's going to be my day. Things are going to go awesome for me. I'm grateful. The universe is going to work in my favor. I'm going to focus only on what I want. I'm going to enjoy the world. I'm going to play with the world. And the world's going to play back with me. And the world's going to give me back what I want because I'm giving it what it wants. Because at the end of the day, life is like a mirror. You don't go up to the mirror and force the mirror to smile. You smile, and the mirror smiles back at you. And that is how you deal with life. That's like if you're constantly escaping life, if you're constantly eating junk food, or you're constantly wanting to do some substances, or you're constantly on the go, or you're constantly wanting to be busy 24/7, that's because you're running away from yourself. You have issues with how you see yourself. I have very low self-esteem at times, and that's why I'm saying I run away from myself a lot of times, and that's what you're doing, is you're running away from yourself a lot. But if you were empowered and you understood who you are as a person, and you start, thinking, meditating in a way of like hearing these thoughts in your head, and you're like, wait a minute, that might have been me 5 years ago, but that does not have to be me now. That doesn't have to be me now. You need to start seriously getting comfortable with yourself. And sometimes sit by yourself quiet for 10 minutes and just hear your thoughts. Don't get emotionally involved in your thoughts. Just hear your thoughts and be like, is that what I believe in? And if you're hearing them, that means that you can also change them. Be like, well, I believe this at this point in time, but I don't believe this anymore. I don't believe this for my life anymore. And you can choose to not think about it anymore. You can choose to pick a new future for yourself, but you can only do that if you're aware of it. You can only do that when you're in the present moment. You have to be aware of these things, and that's why consciousness is so profound, and being present in consciousness is so profound, because then by sitting still for 10 minutes a day, you can hear what you're thinking, and 10 minutes a day also writing what you're grateful for, and writing what you want to happen for that day. You are consciously then choosing to experience what you want for your life. And instead of having a program telling you and making you experience the same thing you've had before, I want you guys to comment below present. I want you guys to comment below present, and comment below what you think of this video. If you need to make any other kind of videos, I'd like for you to comment that below. I appreciate you guys checking out my video, and I'll see you in the next one.